Hey everyone, Tim here, and I've been wanting to do top five like video game related things because I know Jordan did, and I haven't done any top five or ranking related stuff. Uh, I don't know when was the last one I did because I was focusing more on other things that I haven't done in like months or maybe even years. So I felt like doing top five favorite different with like different console like games from different consoles and different eras. I'm gonna start with just randomly, literally picked out of a hat. I want to start with the original Xbox games, starting with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This was a really fun game. In canon, it's kind of like, it's more like a prequel. It's 4,000 years before the Galactic Empire. These were like really fun. It's kind of like the newer one, that PS4 did a few years ago, where Ian from Shameless did, which I think is my favorite, though, of the Star Wars. This is his close second. That is, like, so... I think it's Rise of the Force. I'm going to do that when I get to the PS4 games. But very fun game for Xbox, and one I remember playing the most a lot of times. And when I get to these, I never had an Xbox, but I had, acquaintances I would go to that had Xboxes because Xbox was one of those consoles that was very hard for us to get, for me at least, to get to. But I grew up on PlayStation, but I always secretly loved Xbox more. And I'm so happy to do this top five. Number 4 is Max Payne. The game is a lot better than the movie. Come on, it's from Rockstar. It's not their best game by any means, but it's a fun playthrough in my opinion, and it's a pretty badass game. Number 3 is my favorite Dead or Alive game, and is Dead or Alive 3. I actually do like the first as well, but the third is my favorite. The only thing I liked about the movie was hot-ass Holly Valance. What's funny is my favorite character is her character, Christy. So it's cool to play, the character you like so much. I agree with some of the people who've talked about this game. It is, in my opinion, it still holds up. It's a beautiful, the graphics, in my opinion, is still breathtaking, and it's just a fun game. I at least had to put a Forza in here. It's not my favorite. That has got to go to 3, but I love the first Forza game. I love them all. It's always a cross between 3 or 4 that I love the most. I love how you get to play these like awesome rides, because I hate when you play certain games, whatever you play, and you're a car that you don't really want to be. If you want to be like an old, like a a muscle car, or if you want to do something else, Forza is the game for you, and I love it. My number one favorite Xbox game it's got to be Raw 2, WWE's Raw 2. Let's just say it's very sentimental to me. I remember when it was really cool. They they plugged this on an episode of Raw when I remember watching it. And I remember when you got to play Unmasked Kane. You got to play all these different characters that, the graphics didn't hold up as much as the grab, even though you want to make fun of that, even though 2K 2020 wasn't that good. I think this is a better game in my opinion. And I remember, again, when I said didn't have Xbox but had acquaintances, I remember always going to play this and just have a blast. And my cousin always had it, so it counts. And just I'm gonna end up playing more of this when I get my hands on it because it's an awesome game and it's my favorite of Xbox. So those are my top 5 favorite original Xbox games.